Why he's a 5-star, sponsored by the GridironStuds app and GridironStuds.com. If you think you have what it takes to play at the next level, download the GridironStuds app, create a profile, and boost your recruiting. Link is down in the description. All right, why he's a 5-star. Today we're talking about Dylan Raiola, the 5-star quarterback out of Pinnacle High School for the class of 2024. He's a product out of Arizona. And I'm going to tell you today why this young man is a 5-star prospect, if you didn't know that already. Well, as we all know that recruiting classes come and go, and with them, prospects not only fight for offers, but for their place in history. Some are successful in being unique, but most just fall into the crowd and are forgotten once the new crop comes in. That's not likely to be the case for today's 5-star subject, Dylan Raiola. I don't know Raiola personally. However, if I had to guess, there's a certain Super Bowl quarterback that's his favorite. We'll get to that in a moment. Here are my reasons why Raiola is a 5-star. You know, my big saying in recruiting is that it's a beauty contest, and Raiola has the size and athleticism to be a top prospect at the quarterback position. At 6'3", 220 pounds, Raiola falls outside of the normal size for a high school quarterback. The 220 pounds that he carries is well put together. When you add to that the athleticism and mobility, it's easy to see that he's the thing that successful college football quarterbacks are made of, physically speaking. When coaches head out on the recruiting trail looking for quarterbacks for the future of their programs, Raiola's size and athleticism is typically what they're looking for. Unless you're a program looking for a dual threat quarterback, Raiola is the type that would be your prime candidate. He has annoying mobility. This means he doesn't take off and run with the football the moment he feels pressured. Instead, when necessary, he can scramble for the first down and extend the drive. His size and movement skills are a solid part of what makes him unique and a 5-star. While college football recruiting is about projections and athletic traits, it's difficult to reach 5-star status without performance. Raiola puts a check mark in that category as well. In 2 seasons at Pinnacle High School in Arizona, Raiola has thrown for over 5,600 yards and 64 touchdowns. More importantly, he has taken Pinnacle from an 8-4 mark in his first season as a starter his sophomore year to an 8-5 team in his junior campaign. It's important to show at any level that the team you play for is significantly better with you at the controls, and Raiola has certainly shown that. A third reason is that Raiola is a 5-star is his traits. He shows the things that college football quarterbacks, coaches, and offensive coordinators drool over. First, he has a strong arm and can make all the throws. This includes being able to make off-platform throws with some good speed on him. He doesn't always need to set his feet to make a strong and accurate throw. A lot of his throwing mechanics mimic those of Mahomes. Along with that strong arm, he possesses accuracy in his throws. One of the more unique things that he does as a high school quarterback is make anticipatory throws. That's not the norm for a high school level quarterback. Most high school quarterbacks will wait for a guy to be open before they make the throw. Raiola will throw into the next window for a receiver that's on the move. He will also throw to a receiver that's covered and put the ball in a place where only the receiver can catch it. That is a next level trait. He also shows great command of the offense. But what I feel he does best is make the deep ball throws. Raiola probably has the best deep ball that I've seen from a prospect over the last decade. He's very adept at dropping the ball in the bucket and making it very catchable for the wide receiver. Deep ball throws to the corner of the end zone to a covered wide receiver are one of his strengths, and frankly, it's fun to watch on film. The fourth reason that I think he's a 5-star is he's a dual sport athlete. Perhaps some people don't want to hear that, but that's the way that it is. Most quarterbacks that excelled at this game were multi-sport athletes in high school. This is still a thing. Despite all of the off-season activities that a high school quarterback must engage in these days, Raiola is a standout baseball player along with all of the exploits on the high school gridiron. Being a 2-sport or multi-sport athlete is definitely a plus when you're talking about a 5-star high school football player. Finally, Raiola has a pedigree. His father, Dominic, was an offensive lineman for the Nebraska Cornhuskers in the late 90s. He then went on to spend 14 years in the NFL playing for the Detroit Lions. However, the pedigree doesn't just stop there. His mother was a college athlete playing water polo, and he has several members of his family that were involved in college athletics. So basically, Raiola comes from an athletic family. He grew up in an atmosphere that fosters competition and athletic achievement. These kind of things matter as you start moving up through the ranks of high school and college athletics. Whether or not he achieves the things that Mahomes has in his career is still, of course, to be seen. However, it's clear to anyone watching that Raiola studies Mahomes and has a good amount of success duplicating some of Mahomes' attributes. You will instantly realize it when you see him make crossbody throws with speed and accuracy. It will be fun to watch Raiola's development, not only in his final year of high school, but when he hits the college scene. Last May, he committed to Ohio State, but he rescinded that commitment back in December. As it stands now, many believe he will eventually pledge to Georgia. In fact, the majority of the crystal balls at 247 Sports say that he will be a Bulldog. Quite some time left to go in his recruitment, so we'll just have to see about that. For now, we just get to enjoy his exploits on the field this senior season and further analyze the play of this five-star quarterback. All right, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, go ahead and give it a like. Tell me, do you think Dylan Raiola is a five-star now? Do you think he will end up being a five-star when all is said and done? I'd love to hear from you guys out there. And don't forget, if you are a high school football player looking to play at the next level, you definitely want to be on the Gridiron Studs app. Check out the link in the description down below. Download it, create a profile, and let's get your recruiting boosted. All right, well, that's it. Until next time, Gridiron Studs, be seen.